Hello everyone. Today we're back in Blemish, and today we're just going to be going over radio, map intelligence, and how all that works. So right now, I do not have a radio equipped, but I have it in my inventory. If we look on the map, these circles are our detection slash intel. They're made by watchtowers. You can see any vehicle, any infantry, anything within them. So as you can see, we have a nice bit. That is a Warden vehicle for the collies, or if you were Warden, you would see all the green dots and be concerned. But that means we stole a Warden Vic. That's there. Typically, if you don't see a blue dot on top of it, then that means it's just a friendly one that was captured, or vice versa. So if you're Wardens and you see a green triangle, but a blue dot on it, or no green dot, then it's probably one we stole, or you stole, or vice versa. So without a radio, the map updates every minute or so. I'm not sure the exact times. But with a radio, the map will update more often. It'll give closer to real accuracy of what's going on. So I'm not sure if we'll see it here too much because Blemish isn't moving very often. But if we now look up here to the front line, we'll see this dot slowly move more often to the front, probably. Or we won't. Yeah, okay, we won't. So he's either just standing still or the radio hasn't updated yet. So that's with the radio. It updates every more often. Now there is the radio backpack, which I think gives a small range of detection around you, and also increases how often you get updates. So yeah, automatically gathers map intel periodically. So I haven't used it that much, so I'm not sure the exact specifics on it. But now with intel, you may be asking, how do people get this intel in the intel chat? It's simple. They either look on the map or they're doing what's called scouting slash partisan work. So with either a pair of binos equipped, they're in a high area, kind of surveying and keeping an eye on what's going on. Or they could even be behind the enemy lines. Simply, instead of attacking Logi, they're paying attention to what they're doing and surveying what's coming in and out. So here with binos, you can see that you have a pretty far view range. As you can see, you can get pretty far. So if you want to do intel, simply, if you think you have important information, one thing you can do is use intel to share where land-ins have happened. So the most common occurrence you'll see intel used is when people talk about the enemy has landed on a certain beach. So the most common that happens typically is over here on the west side. So we've had a couple times where there's been invasions in Warwick, and the only time we know is when people scream in intel because they happen to be in that area, or there was a tower like this one, and they just happen to be looking there and seeing some blue dots on the edge of the circle. And then here we have the observation towers. These are like factories. They're built at the start of the map. They cannot be moved, but they're in strategic locations. As you can see here, giant range. And they take roughly, I believe, 10 to 20 HE grenades to destroy, and then they require a construction vehicle to rebuild. So they can be very important to securing a region, but also figuring out what's going on. Up here, especially in this region, there is this observation tower here, which gives a huge sight here, this third one that overlaps here, and then this one as well. So you have 3 observation towers in this area that has this entire area on lockdown, so wardens can see everything that's going on there. So basically, that's radio's map intel, how that works. Don't be too worried about reading the map. Usually, if you're doing logi work, the only thing you need to worry about is paying attention if a road is safe or not. So if you see gaps like this, typically this is because structures decay close to a border, so they're built a little bit farther back out of the decay zone. So There shouldn't be any partisans through here, but just keep that in mind when you go through. You want to stick to nicely done roads like this, where you can see every moment of it, compared to going around this way. It's probably not likely you're going to get jumped, but there is an area that no one knows what's going on. Of course, it's back lines, it's completely safe, but as we move towards the front lines, you can see how detection gets less and less as partisans slowly pick away at watchtowers, especially in this region. As you can see, it's better not to go through here at all because there's no detection. And then also, if you ever find the map is too much, you can't handle that, you can turn it off through here on the left side and just completely get rid of it, or you can simply swap over to secure map mode, and that removes all sensitive information from the map. This has been built mostly for streamers, I believe. I know I abuse it heavily as a streamer because it's very nice. And also, simply if everything's too cluttered and you can't see what's going on, swap over to Nmap. It cleans everything up. You can see the roads, you can see where you're going. It's nice, it's handy, it's useful, it's a great addition to the game. Anyway, that has been radios and a bit of intel. Uh, Hopefully this helps. Otherwise, happy soldiering. Down below will be the links to Twitch and Regiment Discord, so feel free to join those and say hi. Otherwise, see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.